Oh, so you want a lot of kelp, do you? Well, you're in luck, assuming you have all these materials. You can pause the video accordingly to see how many you need. You need 47 water buckets, by the way. To begin your quest to gain astronomical quantities of kelp at an extremely high price, you're going to want to start 2 blocks off the ground with some wool. And you're going to have 1 block of you're going to put a lever on it. Then you're going to go out 2 blocks and 2 in this direction and 4 in this direction. Then you're going to place redstone dust here. And you're going to place repeaters here, and those will be set to the 1 tick setting. Then you can take a line of wool off those repeaters just like that. Now you're going to place torches on top of all of this. You're going to go up a block and put another row of wool across all that. And then starting here, you're going to take torches and place them all across the top of that. And then you're going to take more wool, then do more torches up here, and then more wool across the top of that. Then you're going to do only torches starting there, and then you're going to go up again. Then you're going to do more torches, then you're going to do more wool. Then you're going to do only 4 redstone torches there. You're going to go up, do some more wool, more torches, and more wool. But then you're only going to do 3 torches here. You're probably seeing a pattern now. We're going to go up again with more torches, up again with more wool. And you're only going to do 2 torches here. You're going to go up again, 2 torches, go up again. And it's only going to be 1 torch, wool, torch, and finally a piece of wool. And that is the height of your farm. Now off of this bottom torch here, you're going to place a piece of wool and a repeater on top of it like that. Then off of this torch up here, you're going to do the same thing with a repeater. Then off of this torch here, same thing with a repeater. And off of this torch up here, same thing with a repeater. Off of this torch, and let's see, this torch as well. And finally, this torch right here is going to have a piece of wool with a repeater off of it. Now, there should be 7 of these things because there are 7 layers of this farm. And this is the control system that turns the farm on and off. Now, off of all these repeaters, you're going to place 2 stone bricks like this. And then on the side here, you're going to have a sticky piston with a stone brick on it. And that sticky piston is going to be facing downward like that. And we're just going to do this 7 times, and it's going to be the same every single time. So just go ahead and repeat that off of all of these repeaters. However, this very top one, you're only going to have 1 block off this repeater here like that. Now what you're going to want to do off of this first sticky piston here is place a piece of dirt like that, then get sea lanterns, and take a normal piston like that, place an observer facing outward, and underneath that, take a piece of stone bricks like that. And then over here, you're going to have a dropper facing upward and an observer facing into it. And then up here, you're going to have 2 stone bricks like that, and you're going to have a piece of redstone. And then you're going to place 1 piece of dirt right here. Now, if you place any block here, that'll update that piston immediately, and it'll push it out. Now, this one singular slice of blocks here that we just built, you're going to add 14 more onto this angle here, this row here. And I'm going to show you total how to build 2 of these sections so you know how to connect them up. And I'll show you how to end the entire farm over here. It's extremely simple, but I don't need to show you how to build the entire thing. You would just add a 3rd section because it's all built in 15 block long sections. So what you're going to want to do is repeat the same process here 14 more times, tiling it next to what we already have, just like this. You're just going to build the same thing out an additional 14 times so that you have a total of a 15 block long slice of kelp farming thingy. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We have a 15 block long kelp farming area, and if we do this any of these, it's going to activate it, and we have this redstone extending here. But now I'm going to show you how to join up another section before we go vertical. So this is what you would repeat 2 additional times if you want the full size farm, which is what the material list is for. But in this tutorial, I'm only going to show you 2 sections because all you need to know is how to combine 2 sections, and you can add a 3rd one, and it's simple. So you're going to start by adding just another stone brick here, and you're going to put a stone brick there, and you can just put more dirt here, or you can leave that blank. It actually doesn't matter. You can just do whatever you want there. For here, we're just going to put dirt there, and up here, you're going to place a sticky piston facing downward, and then you're going to have a block back here. You're going to go down 1 block and place a repeater just like that. So if we toggle this on, this will actually extend all the pistons like that, which will prevent the farm from working. So it's basically the on-off switch for the farm. You'll also see that it's powering that repeater down there, and that is how we continue the signal on to new sections of this farm. So now that you know how that works, I'm going to show you how to build the next section, and all you have to do is just do the same thing that we did here 15 more times. So you would start with your grass, and you'd have your stone bricks like that. You'd have your dropper right there. You're gonna have your observer facing outward, observer facing down. You're gonna have your normal pistons here, 2 blocks like that. You're gonna get sea lanterns there, and then dirt, and then redstone like that. And also, you actually want to put 2 pieces of glass there. I forgot to mention that earlier, but you're gonna have 2 pieces of glass right there in the middle. And as you can see here, this is another section. So to add an additional second segment, you're gonna add another 14 of these onto it, or basically 15 total. And there we go, there's another segment. And so if you were gonna add a third one on to build the full-sized farm, you would repeat this process here again with the repeater and the piston and all that. If you just want to end the farm, you're going to do something similar. You're going to still take a sticky piston, you're going to place it there, you're going to place stone bricks there like that, and you're going to place a block up here, but you're not going to do anything else back here aside from that. You're just going to go down here and place your 2 glass, and that would just end the farm. Because if you want to continue it, you'd have your repeater there, and that's what we have over here. You can see an example down here. That's where it continues on, and this is where it just ends over here. So now if we were to flick the on-off switch like this, we can actually just come over here and look and see that all of this is extended out and effectively is just turned off. So that's how you add 2 segments together. Now we're going to go vertical, and it's quite simple. I'm going to show you how to go vertical one time, and then you're just going to continue the rest for yourself until we get to the very top, and I'll show you what to do once we get there. So right here on the same block line as this redstone, you're going to start by placing those upward facing droppers. You're going to start that here, and basically on top of this redstone is where these observers facing outward are going to be, and where the observer facing up is going to be right here. You're going to have your normal piston there, your sea lantern, and then your dirt. Then your 2 blocks there, and your redstone that will line up with that. And so that's an additional slice for the second layer, but this is how you start it. You start it right here by this redstone, with this redstone sort of as a gap in between. And then to continue more vertically, I'm actually just going to build an entire slice of this all the way up. You would have another observer right there. You'd have your dropper, you'd have your downward facing observer, then your piston, and then your 2 blocks of redstone, sea lantern, dirt, redstone like that, and then right here you have another dropper like that. Have your downward facing observer, observer facing outward, and all the way on up. And you do that all the way until the very top. And actually at the very top here, I can show you kind of what you do differently right now. So you start with the same stuff. You start with your dropper facing up, your observer there, but you don't place dirt on the sea lantern because you don't need to, because that's for the layer above it. But as you can see now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers total, and you can sort of see a side view here like this. And now all you have to do to finish this farm is completely tile this over until you get to the very end here. And also building the in-between segments is the exact same. It's obviously just like repositioned for this new layer, so we don't do anything different with those segments there. And so now that's what you're going to want to do. I'm going to go ahead and build that up, and we'll be right back, and I'll show you how to finish off the farm. And done. There we go. That's 2 layers out of 3 that would normally be in the farm. And as you can see, they're all tiled the same way together. If we look back here, you can see all the repeaters tiling them together, and you can see how this part is made. Actually, don't need that there. And yes, this is only 2/3 the size of that. The material list down there is for that. This is just for the tutorial version. But now let's go ahead and finish up the farm. So you're going to start at the very bottom here with 2 blocks of glass going out like this. Then you're going to bring that glass up, and you're going to fill in all of the gaps here above these pistons basically until you reach, let's bring 1 block up. You're going to do that until you reach this height here, so that it's at the same height as this tallest piston. You're going to fill all this in with glass, and we're going to do that on both sides, and this is to stop the kelp from getting flung out in places it's not supposed to go. Now we're going to do that over here. You just bring this all the way up to this height here, and we fill it in just like we did over there. It's the same way. Once you've done that, you're going to bring this bottom glass out an additional 8 blocks like this, and then you're going to have a line of glass right here. and you're going to extend this all the way down to the very end of this farm, and then you're just going to connect it up here. You don't need the corn. You're going to connect that up like that, and then you're going to get your hoppers and your 2 chests. However, you're definitely going to need more than 2 chests eventually. This is just for a tutorial, just for show, but you're going to break 1 line of blocks here, and you're going to replace all of it with hoppers, and they're all going to lead into this 1 chest. There we go. Now there's only 2 things left to do. There's putting in the water and putting in the kelp. So to put in the water, you're going to go up to this very top row and place a water source block on every single one of these blocks up here. And you may already notice every good thing going slightly crazy. And now what you're going to want to do is go down here, flick the off lever so that everything goes like that, and so that it completely fills all the water over everything completely, and you're going to let it go all the way to the bottom before we do more stuff with it. So you're going to flick that again, and these will all start to pulse, which is incredibly annoying. But you just have to put in the kelp. Putting in the kelp here will actually stop it pulsing. It will make it become normal. It'll stop this being constantly updated. So you can see that up there is chilled now. So you're going to have to do that on all of these. Yes, it's extremely annoying placing in the kelp. I discovered this when I was building that, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, it's not fun putting in the kelp. But once you have the kelp in, it won't actually do that anymore. It'll work normally. So you just have to suffer through this being annoying in the meantime. As you can see, it just harvested a piece of kelp. We have 3 kelp already. I wonder how much kelp's over here. There's probably a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of kelp from over here. I've only been recording for like half an hour. There we go. That's all done. All the kelp is in. One thing I've noticed about this farm, though, is that it's not entirely lossless. Sometimes bits of kelp get just stuck. They don't actually make it all the way. So it's a little bit unfortunate. However, it doesn't matter too much in the long run because it produces so much kelp. And it has the super easy on-off switch that just stops it completely there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need to know about that farm. And if it would help you to build it, you can actually go to the description down below and get the world download for this world and you try it out for yourselves. And also, if you found this tutorial useful or informative, then consider leaving a like and subscribing with notifications on so as not to miss out on future videos and live streams that I do on the channel. But thanks for watching. I've been Speeve, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Bye!